Good morning. This is Radio Entrepreneurs, and it's a beautiful day in Boston, and we have a great show lined up. I'm Peter Myerson. I'm sitting in for Jeffrey Davis, who is wherever he is, hopefully having a good time, or perhaps not. And our next guest is Susan Mckenney. Hi, Susan.
Hi, Peter.
So we're glad to have you on. And you are the co-founder of Smarketing Connect.
Correct.
Do I understand that correctly?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So why don't you start off by telling us what Smarketing Connect is?
Sure. Smarketing Connect is an avenue and a way for local sales and marketing experts to connect with local small businesses. What has happened kind of over the last 6 years of my business is that we were in an outsourced sales role capacity. And what we noticed when we went to talk to clients and we were chatting with them about, what they need and how they want to increase business, and they're telling us what they want, and probably 50% of the time they're telling me that they need marketing, and they think they need sales. So over the last 10 years, I think marketing and sales for everybody has become so complicated that there's all these different marketing roles and there's all these different sales roles and all these new terms, and everybody's confused. So if large companies have to have a marketing staff of 20, how does a small business owner who has to know all these different avenues succeed? And that's kind of how Smarketing Connect was born, in our kind of quest to help small businesses kind of be like a big business and be able to do sales and marketing the same way.
So how do you hook up? I mean, it's fascinating because, I'm a lawyer, and, the first time I started practicing law, people, the guys in the firm would say, well, you got to go do sales and marketing, and they were joint.
Right.
I mean, it was one and the same thing.
Correct.
And my practice is a business practice, and I would say I quickly learned that marketing and sales are entirely different.
Definitely, it's entirely different. And the although sales has sort of come into the middle of marketing, and marketing has to go a little bit further into the sales role, so there has to be a better way for them to get along, because they definitely think differently. Where marketing is trying to get you known and out there, sales is the person that goes in and actually talks to the person and closes the deal. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's fascinating. So I would say my own evolution was quite dramatic on this. So how do you go get your clients? I mean, what's your process
of getting the clients that are on our platform? Okay. Yeah, sure. Well, so we've built up a very large network of who we've met in the marketing and sales arena over the last 6 years. So we kind of first started with them, built it up, kind of tweaked it and made it what we wanted it. And then we're actually going out and finding lists of local marketing experts and just kind of reaching out to them and asking if they want to get on our platform. What's kind of interesting, and I kind of have an analogy of the plumber. The plumber doesn't work on his own house. So if you have a marketing or a sales expert and they're helping other people be successful, they actually have to go find their own business as well. And so that's kind of our role, is to get them out there, get them on a platform where they can be seen. We can see their blogs, their articles, and everything that they do, so that someone can go to one place to find the expert that they need.
But how does somebody do that? I mean, go through the process with me. I'm a small business person.
Mm-hmm.
How do I find the right person on your platform?
Okay, cool. When you get onto the platform, we have two avenues. One is obviously sales and one is marketing. And within the marketing part...
Stay with me, because
yeah.
I mean, this is really...
Yeah, no, I understand.
The hard part.
I understand, and I'm gonna kind of evolve on that.
Okay,
too.
go ahead. Then I'll let you go.
So on our platform, we have a list of all of the experts that we have put on there. And in there, on the platform, we also have like their name and their company, and then a little bit about them. There's different tiers, so I mean, kind of I liken it to Yelp, where you can have the basic membership and then you can have a little bit bigger, we can provide more information. And so the people that have a professional status will have an entire page of their self where they can tell you everything that they've done. They can have testimonials, and then they can also be rated, and every member on the site can be rated by another by a client. So we're gonna have a rating system, so someone can give someone, 5 stars or 1 star, and then they can tell you why. So that way you can go on and you can see their work, you can see who they've done business with, and then also you can see ratings for them.
It's interesting. So how do you get paid?
We
I mean, I hate to ask the
No, you should ask that.
tough question.
That's the way we get paid is through the paid memberships on the tiers of the marketing and sales experts. So for someone to be a professional and our second tier level, they would pay, I think it's $19 a month for one of them, and then $29 a month for the third level. And if you think about it, it's less than the price of a Chamber of Commerce. So unlike a Chamber of Commerce, the things that we're going to offer is, one, you're going to have promotion by us, because we reach out to over 5,000 small businesses weekly with newsletters. We promote their content, their articles, anything that they want for us to promote, we will promote for them. And we are also on social media promoting all of our all the people on our website, and we are also trying to, obviously the marketing piece of this, there's backlinks and SEO and all kinds of recognition they'll get from coming to our site as well.
So the small businesses don't pay anything, I assume.
No.
And so it's a subscription service for the experts.
Correct.
It's interesting. I mean, it's an interesting model. I think
Thank you,
it's
yeah.
what the world's coming to.
Well, yeah, and the
this
thing about
point.
it is that people are using experts from all over the place. Like, I could be calling someone on the phone and I don't know who I'm calling, I read about them, I saw something, but they're in California. What we want to do is keep this out local. We want to get back to kind of the face-to-face. If you're going to be living in Natick and there's an expert in Natick that has a great reputation, like, let's get together, let's do this in person. So once we succeed here in the Boston area, getting local experts and local small businesses to work with each other, then we're going to bring it to other states. We're going to try New York, we're going to try Connecticut.
So you're going to expand. So the forward-moving progress of the
Right,
business
right.
is to expand it.
Right, but we're going to try to keep it, like I said, all in local hubs. And it's kind of like, it's that whole do business locally. Go visit your small stores, use your local people, because they're probably just as good as the people in California. But they may not have the marketing budget to promote themselves, and they get most of their stuff via referrals. We're going to be that source to help promote them.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
So it really is small businesses
Yeah.
who don't have their own
Right. Well, they don't
lineup
have
of
time to
people.
Google. They don't have time to DIY, do it yourself. But we do have that on the site, though. If there are people that want to attempt to try to do some of the things and use some of the tools, we do have, a do-it-your-own section of the website.
Okay, so this is an entrepreneurial show, right?
Great.
Okay, so how did you get into this? I mean, this didn't fall out of the sky.
No, it didn't. So I actually have another business called Diversified Sales Solutions. We are an outsourced sales solution provider. We hire, fire, train, and maintain sales teams for small businesses. So over the past 6 years, we've had, 25, 30 clients. And this evolved from those 25 and 30 clients that you get to and you say, what do you have? Like, do you have a website? Do you have a business card? Do you have all the pieces that a salesperson would need to go out on the road? And 9 times out of 10, they say, yeah. And then we get in and we start working with them, and no, they didn't have any of it. They needed marketing, and they needed the help, and they needed a team of people that have expertise that they don't have. And it's hard for a small business person to know that they don't have it and they think that they do, and they don't understand how it has changed. How it's changed, and how people are actually finding them now. You don't just get referrals anymore. You have to kind of put yourself out there. You have to be seen in different ways than you had to in the past. And I think it's harder for a small business, and I really love small businesses, and I want them all to succeed. So if there's a way that we can put local people with local people, then I hope everybody succeeds. Kind of.
I mean, that's kind of a great story. So let me ask you before we go. So Diversified Sales Solutions is your sales business.
It's the first entrepreneurial company that we came up with. Yes.
Oh, okay. How did you get into that?
I was
working. What's your history?
Well, so I've been in sales for 25, 30 years. Okay. I've worked for large companies, Cellular One, back in the day when we had car phones bolted in your cars. I've worked in.
I carried one.
I know, right? The Gordon Gecko phones. And
I still have it.
I know. I've worked selling engineer software. I've worked for large companies, for small companies, and I've always fit in a small company. So when I was working, I was selling electric contracts, and I had a business partner, Tom Libby, who was one of our co-founders at Smarketing, along with Stephanie Creech, who was on the show a few weeks ago. And Tom and I were working for this company selling electric contracts to small businesses. And he says to me, I can do this better. I said, we'll do this one better. Why don't we go out and do it on our own? Why don't we go out and hire, fire, train, and maintain sales teams, which is what our company was doing, that we were working for. They were doing the exact same thing. And we said, we can do this better. We can do it local. They were down in Maryland.
That's a great
Yeah, and so that's how we did it.
story,
We
yeah.
decided that we wanted to run out and help small businesses have real salespeople. And I shouldn't say real because every salesperson that is in sales is real. It's just trained, process, metrics, things like that.
I mean, it's great. It's a
Yeah,
great story.
it's good.
So, if somebody wanted to get a hold of you, Susan,
Yes.
how would they do that?
They can reach out. They can get on the Smarketing Connect site.
Okay.
They can.
Do you want to
Yeah, it's
describe how it?
Sure, it's www.smarketing, which is smarketingconnect.com.
Okay.
And I actually have a full page there, so all of my links are there, my LinkedIn link, my email, and I even think that my cell phone is there too, so they can reach out. And anybody in the small business community that needs help with sales and marketing, come to Smarketing because it's where you're going to find good people.
Okay, everybody, you call her because she's good. So
Thank you.
this is Peter Myerson at Radio Entrepreneurs, and we will be back after a break.